Hello, everyone. I'm actually so excited to be here on the keynote stage with a keynote topic because this topic is so special to me because it connects my years of industry experience in the telecom domain with the organization that has given me so much, the Cloud Native Computing Foundation. It's like we are going to explore here the CNCF usages in some of the telco end users with some of the experts from the telco end user companies for us. I'm Fasila. I'm a cloud native developer at Ericsson, a member of the Technical Oversight Committee of the CNCF, and of course, as you already know, one of the co-chairs for this KubeCon. According to the latest telecom mobility reports, 5G subscriptions have already reached 2.3 billion in 2024. The telecom industry is already in continuous learning on how to adopt a fully cloud-native operation. And as we know, the cloud-native community has already solved some of the challenges the CSPs are facing. So please welcome our panelists to the stage. We have got Tom Kivlin, Principal Telco Cloud Architect at Vodafone, Philip Enzagwith, VP of Software Engineering Orange, and Joel Studler, System Architect at Swisscom. We are going to explore how Vodafone, Orange, and Swisscom are using the CNCF projects in their network transformation journey. Thank you for joining me here today. So maybe let's get started with a question to Joel. So Joel, could you please share some insights to Swisscom's cloud-native journey, success stories, and of course some inputs on the key challenges too?
Yeah, thanks for your question. Thanks for having us here. I will start with the key challenges. So I think in telco, we're still thinking in physical boxes and often black boxes. We think that we need to virtually cable things, which is the opposite to the more open and more simplistic approach seen in cloud native. Another example is NetConf, which breaks with the declarative automation flow. Too often we still use Excel as our tool of choice, and too often we deploy things manually. So I really think we need a cultural shift in the industry to be faster in cloud native adoption. For Swisscom, becoming a tech company is about adopting cloud native tooling. So we use Flux for the deployment of our CNF. We use SDC for cloud-native NetConf. We use Cert Manager for integration into our PKI. We use external DNS for automating DNS. At the end, we glue everything together with the Kubernetes resource model, which leads to heavy productivity gains. We can go down from weeks and days down to hours and minutes. To sum this up, we contribute to open source, we contribute to projects like Silva, and we publicly speak about our challenges and our successes. But we can only do so much as Swisscom, which is why we founded the Cloud Native Telco Forum to have a conversation about modernizing telco. This forum is complementary to existing initiatives within LFN, CNCF, and other bodies, and we're inviting you, ISVs and telcos, to join us, to join forces as an industry. I'm convinced that everything that we tackled today in terms of cloud-native adoption for CNF will help us to reduce expensive technical debt and allow us to move much faster in the future. So Philip, can you share some insights on your cloud-native and open-source journey at Orange?
Yes, for sure. Thanks so much, Joel, for your question. So first, I want to remind that open source is a key space for telecom operators where we can learn, share, and collaborate on the commons, and then working and focusing on what makes us special. At Orange, we are leveraging multiple open source ecosystems, just like our peers. I want to focus first on the Silva project, that is a Linux Foundation Europe-hosted project aiming at building an industrial-grade cloud-native telco stack to run, I would say, network function workloads from core to edge to RAN. Today, for the network function deployment of our affiliates, we build Orange Telco Cloud that is 100% built on Silva. If today it's only, I would say, 10% of our workloads, because of the recent adoption of the cloud-native network function, it will be more than 60% by 2030. We are leveraging very important projects of the CNCF ecosystem, like Cluster API and Fluxcd for our intent-based GitOps model, and support several open source flavors. We are also contributing to Hanukkah and its architecture reference implementation and conformance test. We are participating to the CNTI. For us, it's a true catalyst of the cloud-native telco best practices and a home for tool test and the topic about network function certification. We are leveraging OpenSSF projects like, for instance, the SALSA project that is bringing, I would say, all the security of the infrastructure supply chain. Nefio for us is a kind of North Star about network function management and automation. And because today telcos are embarking into a new monetization journey of their asset, we are supporting strongly with our peers the Camera project, where we are doing the specification of the telco API. So here you can see a concrete example of how open source is today supporting our most important transformation journey, moving from, I would say, telco to techco. So now, Tom, I've got a question for you. According to you, what are the key challenges and projects where Cloud Native could support telcos in the future?
Well, thanks for asking. So to answer that, I'm going to first reflect a bit on the past and the transformations that have shaped our industry, particularly in mobile networks. Each generational jump from 2G through 5G has required substantial investment, whether that be radio equipment, data center hardware, network capacity, but also massive software architecture changes. For example, moving to 4G with virtualization or to 5G with containers managed by Kubernetes. Now, looking to the future, there are many use cases. 6G seems likely. The technical work for that started a couple of weeks ago in South Korea. AI and machine learning are poised to play a pivotal role in improving network quality, sustainability, and we've got the CNCF AI working group and projects like Kepler, which we think are pivotal in achieving that. Then you've got the myriad supporting systems that observe, orchestrate, and manage our network across all domains. And they rely and will continue to rely on projects like OpenTelemetry, Prometheus, Flux, Helm, Argo, the operator framework, and many more. And then, of course, as networking operators, there are key networking projects such as Multus, the multi-network community, KubeNet, that will play an important role in making sure we're as efficient and as sustainable as possible. Now, crucially, whatever we do in the future, we have to avoid those massive hardware investments in new equipment and those huge software architecture changes. And Kubernetes and CNCF projects are key to that. Projects like KubeVirt and MetalCube enable cloud-native lifecycle management of bare metal and VMs. Projects like WASM will enable us to deploy portable applications across our network and IT estate. Now, importantly and ambitiously, we think upgrading from 5G to 6G could be as simple as a Kubernetes rolling upgrade or updating an operator subscription channel. Now, that may seem ambitious, but I think the technology, the projects, and the community here are in place to make that a reality. So you've all heard from us as operators. I'd like to ask Fasila, as a CNCF community leader, what do you think? Do you agree? And how can the community support us in this vision?
Of course, Tom, it's impossible to conclude this discussion without mentioning how much CNCF is, representing the core foundation of all the things we are relying on in helping the CNFs running. So a big thank you to all of you here in the audience who are contributing to all these projects and helping the telco world running. And if you take one step above the CNCF and see the overall Linux Foundation umbrella, it is amazing to see how the LF is like envisioning the end-to-end telco networking landscape. And don't get scared seeing a huge landscape here, but all of us have opportunities to contribute. So if you are wondering how to contribute, feel free to scan the QR code here. It will take you to the latest CNCF blog post, which we have curated with information on how to contribute to any of these projects. Thank you so much, Tom, Philip, and Yoel, for joining me here and sharing your insights. And thanks a lot to the audience in listening to our views. Feel free to reach out to us even after the session if you would like to chat more about telco and cloud native. Yes, thank you so much. Before I wind up, I would like to give a few seconds to this amazing initiative that has been done by the Contributed Strategy Subgroup. It's like something very interesting. I would encourage all of you to take a look and see if you're interested to join. Many things which many of us feel so straightforward and easy in our day-to-day lives may not be so for many other people around us. So I'm sure you'll find this as an amazing initiative. Please try to support. Thank you so much.